And what we try to reach with this initiatives is bringing people together. That's the only excuse you can have for organizing a conference. You can look at videos and read books and articles where you are, but you need to bring people together to talk to each other.
What I like about COPE is it's an organization of 12,000 editors-in-chief and publishers who join this voluntary organization and spend a lot of time developing best practices, discussion papers, flowcharts, guides, help, assistance, and they do it for free and they do it voluntarily to set the best advice they can and standards they can about how to peer review in the morally correct way and the right research ethics way, how to be a good editor, how the best practice for doing your due diligence to edit a journal with integrity.
I'm a member of the European Network of Research Integrity Offices, which has been on the go for about 15 years, and it's a fantastic voluntary network. And we have just agreed at our last meeting that we're going to become a legal entity, and the Commission will actually refer to us in all of their future calls on research integrity as a preferred partner. So that's been a really important step up for us.
We came up with the idea of starting a network that would keep us going and let us interact further, exchange ideas and information about research integrity. And this is where the idea of establishing the African Research Integrity Network was born. So, I think we were just four of us then, who then went our different ways back home, and we kept, communicating, interacting virtually through Skype calls just to discuss what can we do, what cannot we do with the little resources that we have. And through this process, then we managed to agree that let's form this network, let's bring in people who are interested, and then let's see how it takes us. And that was basically the beginning of the African Research Integrity Network.
We want to be inclusive for the different type of stakeholders. Not only researchers, not only leadership in universities, but also funding agencies and people who take care of our scientific publication, like editors and publishers. And all together interacting, listening to each other, debating about stuff, that is the main thing. And when that happens, conferences like this are successful.
The thought was very much that we should come up with a set of principles which could be translated, which would be on one single sheet of A4. That was important. It was not to be a long, discursive document. It was not a code of conduct. A set of principles that people could draw on and use as they wished. And I think it's been very successful in terms of what I would call a foundational document. We put it together, we circulated it to all participants in advance, as other statements have also followed that pattern. We then discussed it at length in the conference, and it was very much a consensus document from the individual participants.
Things that I was involved in was redrafting the European Code of Conduct, which we launched in Brussels in 2017, and that was done under the auspices of the ALEA, which is the All European Academies Permanent Working Group on Science and Ethics, of which I'm a member. So that has now become part of Horizon 2020 funding grant conditions, and we've just heard that for Horizon Europe, it's actually going to become part of the contract with host institutions, so it's going to be even more rigorously applied by the Commission.